I can't talk about his he wants to talk about my ass. You're not gonna disrespect my legacy.
Okay.
That's what the you ain't gonna do.
When it comes to representing herself in her art form of choice, hip-hop superstar Nicki Minaj is about as open and honest as they come. Born in St. James, Trinidad and Tobago, Nicki's early home life was full of turbulence that only she just barely managed to escape.
This is my old house. When we had hard times, my mother had to rent out her house, and we all four had to move in the basement, which it was a studio apartment. Studio basement for 4 people. And we just used to have to walk by and see another family living beautifully in the main house, and we had to walk in the backyard and go downstairs in our basement.
Those days are long behind Nicki though, and as you're probably aware, her success in the music biz has earned her a life of luxury. While the rapper tries to be pretty private about her living situation, we do know that she calls a gorgeous mansion Los Angeles home, and today we're gonna be taking a look. In these videos, we don't reveal any addresses, and even though I've done a house tour of my own place, please do not show up at any private residences because it's not safe for anyone. Nicki Minaj is a rapper, singer, and songwriter who's well known for her animated flow in her raps, as well as being a versatile recording artist. While Nicki is usually willing to keep it 100 with her fans in terms of her past and what got her to where she is today, worth a cool $100 million, she's also learned the hard way that sometimes you need to keep your personal life under wraps. What happened to teach her that? Well, back in 2016, Nicki and her then boyfriend Meek Mill moved into a stellar 10,000 square foot mansion. As one of Hollywood's hottest power couples at the time, that made headlines all over the press. But 6 months later, Nicki would have more than $200K worth of goods stolen from her home. Now, who in their right mind would want to rob from such hip-hop royalty? When you hear the rumored suspect, it's probably gonna surprise you. So after having her childhood home burnt down and her former mansion trashed, Nicki tried to keep the deets of the newest home she shares with her husband, Kenneth Petty, on the down low. But the thing is, with Kenneth's rep sheet making it a legal necessity to register his home address with authorities, we now know that these two share a 7,000 square foot home in the Los Angeles neighborhood known as The Flat. Hey guys, it's Kara the Vampire Slayer back with another exclusive house tour here on Famous Entertainment. This one checking out where rap queen Nicki Minaj calls home. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me over on Instagram to chat. Now let's get into this video. Before we dive into the gigantic mansions that Nicki would move into later in her life, I thought it might be interesting to take a quick look at where she started from. After being born in Trinidad and Tobago and living with her grandmother for the first 5 years of her life, Nicki's mother moved her family to Queens, New York to live with Nicki's father. The only problem was Nicki's dad was battling major addiction issues at the time, as well as a violent temper. In December of 1987, Nicki's life would change forever after her dad attempted to burn their family home to the ground.
Because I was reading at one point that your father made an attempt to burn the house down.
No, he did burn the house down. He did. It wasn't an attempt, he did, and my mother was in the house, and she had to, like, you know, run out at the last minute. But she had had a dream the night before that the house was gonna be burnt down.
Thankfully, her mom experienced a premonition the night before. Dreaming that this very thing might happen, she sent her kids to spend a night at a friend's house, which is why, when Nicki's father set fire to the house, no one was ultimately hurt, and her mom managed to escape just in time. After hearing about what happened, Nicki and her siblings ran back to watch their family home burn down to ashes. As you might imagine, that left a definite impression on a young Nicki, but it also wouldn't be the last time one of her homes made headlines for the wrong reason. After overcoming her difficult upbringing and establishing herself as one of hip-hop's biggest acts, by 2016, Nicki Minaj was about as far away from her childhood in Queens as you can get. In fact, in August of that year, she and her then boyfriend Meek Mill decided to play house by moving into a gorgeous Beverly Hills mansion, paying around $35,000 a month in rent. This gigantic home was built in 2008 and was constructed on the site of old Blue Eyes Frank Sinatra's former residence. Today, the home features over 10,000 square feet of space, and this honey-colored chateau is prominently perched on top of an embankment overlooking the gorgeous Beverly Hills. Of course, it boasts some amazing panoramic views, not to mention a 5-car garage, perfect for housing Nicki's luxury wheels at the time. The overall aesthetic of this place is sure to impress. It offers romantic architecture and perfect landscaping, giving it a Mediterranean vibe like many of the West California mansion. Moving to the inside, Nicki's former home features 8 bedrooms, all of which are extravagantly spacious and bright. The master suite even comes complete with his and hers bathroom, as well as its very own private terrace. And the accompanying walk-in closet is legitimately so enormous that you simply have to see it to believe it. Meanwhile, terms like sleek and modern only begin to describe this mega mansion's incredible kitchen that features built-in cabinets alongside a movable ladder for those hard-to-reach shelves. Bonuses like that would be perfect for organization. Oh, and also on the property, there's a guest house with a further 2 bedrooms and a shared bathroom that can be accessed through either a separate individual entrance or from a balcony on the 2nd floor. And did I mention that out back there's a sprawling lawn alongside an exquisitely designed pool and spa combo, as well as a built-in barbecue pit? Yeah, all in all, this place looks like at one time it was Nicki's own private slice of heaven. What could possibly go wrong here, right? Well, hold that thought.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening.
In February of 2017, after living here for only about 6 months, Nicki's home was broken into and totally ransacked. Law enforcement would later reveal that the home was trashed and that suspects had flipped furniture and knocked over a ton of items all over the house, almost as if they were searching for something in particular. Thankfully, neither Nicki nor anyone else was at the home at the time of break-in. Whatever it is the thieves were looking for, they must have found it because they reportedly made off with around $200K worth of jewelry and other property. While police say that there were clear signs of forced entry at different spots around the house, other sources close to Nicki, well, they suggest that the damage done to the home appeared to be personal in nature. Not only were certain items vandalized, but picture frames were destroyed, perfume bottles broken, and some of Nicki's clothing was even cut up. The police never wound up arresting a suspect for what happened, but rapper The Game sure seems to think he knows who did it, pointing his finger at none other than Meek Mill himself. In a since deleted Instagram post, The Game wrote, "Instead of leaving the situation with your head up standing tall, you and your feelings, so you get her house raw, fronting for the followers she gave." And then he goes on to add some name calling, but you get the idea. In other words, The Game was convinced this was simply Meek's attempt at getting back at his former girlfriend. After the end of her relationship and having been victimized by a terrible break-in, Nicki decided to move on from this palace in 2018. Soon after, Mariah Carey would move in and take up residence here for a little while. But the question remains, where did Nicki move to? Once her relationship with Meek came to an end, Nicki began dating her eventual husband, Kenneth Petty. Now, most of you probably know Petty best for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm talking about, which has seemed to haunt him even once he moved to California to be with Nicki. In order to avoid a lengthy jail sentence of around 10 years, Kenneth eventually registered his new address. And guess what? This new home that he shares with Nicki is every bit as impressive as her old one. Located in the Los Angeles neighborhood known as The Flat, which is in walking distance of Nicki's old stomping grounds of Beverly Hills, this $10 million home features 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and a total of around 7,000 square feet of living space. The bright and dramatic interior features some truly stunning scale and volume. We're talking 14-foot ceilings, 10-foot tall doors, not to mention walls made out of windows, and a ton of other details that all give the home a unique look and feel. But would we expect anything less grand from Nicki? Upstairs, Nicki's master suite not only has a luxurious bath with dual amenities and 2 giant walk-in closets, but it's also got its very own auxiliary office space as well. Oh, and the 2nd bedroom suite upstairs is almost as big as the 1st, so how do you choose which to settle into? The mansion also boasts a spectacular living room with built-in fireplace and skylight overhead, along with an unbelievable formal dining room. The open-plan family room flows into a casual eating area and through glass out to the terrace, while there's also another wall with fireplace here. This space and the attached kitchen comes with the perfect indoor-outdoor flow, leading the way to the massive and totally private sun-filled backyard. The kitchen is kept a little bit simple, but still boasts stainless steel appliances, and there's a gorgeous sunny breakfast nook with walls of glass that take in the view of the pool. Out back, there's that stunning pool and spa combo with a whole bunch of spaces for entertaining as well. Finally, there's also a separate guest house nearby with its very own gym. We already know that Nicki and her fam are living their California dreams to the fullest. Anyways, that about wraps it up for our Nicki Minaj house tour. After checking out her former Beverly Hills rental mansion and her current home in LA, did you have a favorite? For me, I like them both, but the former mansion was more my style with the elegant details, while her current spot is definitely more modern. Be sure to let me know what you liked or didn't like about Nicki's luxury properties in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram to chat, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!
Hi, yes, hello. I know you've seen the title. I know a lot of you are going to fast forward to go see our new house. That's fine, live your life. But for those of you that maybe know us a little bit or have been following me or Julian for a while now, a lot of you have correctly guessed what we have been alluding to, is that we did in fact buy a house. I do just want to say a couple things about this for those of you that know us. Like, this is something that I have been saving for, like, since any of you have known me, and like I do have a little bit of like nice things guilt. Like I want to tell you how much like I've saved for so long to have a house, and you know, we don't don't like have nice clothes, or I'd say the biggest thing we spend our money on is like food. We had a lot of help getting to this point where we could save our money to buy a really beautiful home for us to live in for the foreseeable future. Like, I don't really even see this as a starter home, and that was kind of my goal, was to find a place where we could live and grow in for many years to come. And you know, it did take a while to get to that point, but we did it in a way that was responsible, and it's just like, to me, the house is a gigantic responsibility, and I'm like really excited to take that on, but like it's not lost on me what owning a home means. And I feel like when people do like, I bought a house, it's all like, look at my house, isn't it beautiful? But to me, I'm terrified the whole time. I'm terrified of everything.
For those of you who follow us closely, you know that, you know, this has been a goal of ours for some time now, and for a long time now, and even more recently.
It's been my only goal.
It is super exciting, and it's a big deal for us that we're now homeowners together. And
the process was a lot, and it will continue to be a lot. There's a lot of things that come along with owning a home. But I also hope you know that we wanted to tell you after we had closed on the house. Like, there's reasons why we didn't tell you. It's not like we were trying to keep a secret from you or anything. But when we show you the new house, you know, I'm not going to show you things like the outside or the front. And again, I hope you know it's because, you know, we've had security issues in the past, and it's not because we don't want to show you. It's just like, we're not going to show you some stuff. You know what I mean? I hope you're okay with that. It's a culmination of many years of planning and hard work and saving, and it takes a lot to buy a home, you know, responsibly, and make sure we budget our money for the future so we can continue to live there. It's completely terrifying. Like, I hope you know when you see all the nice things at our house, that to me, I don't see that. I just see like a terrifying responsibility. I'm very scared. This represents a lot for our future, and to have this ability to continue to work independently, like on the podcast and our Twitch stream and our radio show, we can continue to have an area at home where we can work, which is a choice. You know, a lot of people sign with companies that do all of these things for them. We have chosen to be as independent as possible, which presents a lot of challenges, a lot of time and effort, energy, work, all of the things.
And pressure. And
pressure, yeah, to, you know, do all of that stuff. And we could rent a studio space, but instead we decided that we really like working at home, so we've actually converted a lot of our house to places we can work.
Yeah, there's a good portion of the new house that really isn't a home. It's just kind of like a work area. But that's like, you guys know how we spend our time.
Yeah, it's
so
a choice.
Yeah.
I also hope you know that this isn't, I'm not trying to contribute to the online culture of the look at my life and look at my nice things. Like, this is a really big deal for us, but you know, we're doing it in a responsible way.
I think at this point, us and you showing the house and what you're going to show, and me showing what I'm going to show, and telling you guys that we bought a house together, isn't so much as to do anything besides keep you updated and be honest with you, because that's what this is. But I agree, it is scary, you know, getting a house and moving into it and showing the internet, because we're not a part of that culture that shows off all the nice shit that people buy. It's like, that's not what we do.
I don't have nice things. I've been saving my money for years to buy a home, so that's it. That's the secret. That's the tea.
There is no tea. We're solely telling you just because we're being honest with you, and we don't want to leave you guys in the dark.
I've saved for a long time and been responsible, and this house is a giant responsibility. Don't come over and make a mess. Don't touch
wipe your feet. Wipe your feet before you come in.
It's our future, though. You know.
This is the home that we're gonna live in for a long time.
I hope so. Again,
so
I'm
too.
terrified.
I got my tools ready. I'm a handyman and a homeowner now. I can fix things. What? No.
You can fix some things, not all things.
What? No, you're supposed to root your husband on.
We're not married.
But I'm the husband who goes around the house with his tools.
We're not married, but we are legally bound by a deed.
Ooh, a deed. Ooh.
Also, this week in particular, like the movers are coming on Friday to move our furniture. We've moved, I'd say the majority of our stuff over there already, just using my car in a million trips. But I can't show you like a house tour with our furniture in it because it's not currently in it. But I have gotten to the point where I can't film here or there.
They're like both half houses at this point.
Yeah, well, this one, there's nothing in it, basically.
But our bed and couch.
Yeah, but our new house, we have a person in one of the bedrooms. The previous owner had turned it into a whole closet room. And that room had a extra walk-in closet in it, so it's double closet room. Ooh. So he's in there taking out the closets in that room, and then there's also cleaners there right now just to clean the bathrooms, and because there was someone that owned it before us. But I also wanted to show you because in case we stream this weekend,
you're gonna notice that we're not in the same room at all. It's like we're just gonna randomly stream out of a new room and not say anything.
Guys? For those of you that know me and have followed me for a really long time, you know that this is all I've been saving for. To me, this represents my future. And this is the one thing that I've been working really, 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 really hard for. So I am incredibly proud. I don't want to think about it too much. I will cry. But I'm so proud. And I hope you guys see that too, and you don't just see a nice house. You see what it means to us, how large of a responsibility it is, how terrifying it is, and what it means to us. And that this is our, our safe place, and our workspace, and our studio, and our dog's home.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we can adopt a racing greyhound. Oh my God, my next dream. Let's show them our current house.
Well, house
is lit.
No, it's not. It's empty and dirty and dusty, and your hair's uneven, and you're not that cute.
I was waiting on you, the duck. Most of our stuff is moved out. We've left one chair here so we can take turns eating.
I'm always the one who stands.
But it's kind of nostalgic. That's a podcast table. Only the base fit in my car, not that. But it's sad, but it's good.
We had prom in here.
We did. We had prom in here.
And we did my first stand-up comedy show in here.
Oh. We've already moved the rug and stuff. This is wild. We're obviously going to have somebody help us, fix the walls and stuff. I'm going to leave it like that. Well, I mean, the spaces were really great for us, but we did so much in here.
I can't believe, being in it right now, I can't believe we podcasted and streamed out of here. It's the weirdest room ever.
It is the weirdest room ever. This is a challenge to work around. All the doors open in towards the room, so it makes it extra hard. Look at this. Look, isn't this so sad?
No more doggy room.
It's so sad. Oh, you guys' living room.
Remember when our HPC all squeezed in there?
They all fit in there. Every single one of them. All right, so in a minute, we'll take you over to the new house. Rome's there?
Oh, you wanna?
Ooh.
Oh, let's prank her.
Okay.
Let's pretend the whole house is on fire.
That's not funny anymore. No.
Oh,
Give me your hand. Let's do one of those things. There's people here cleaning. I'm sorry for the noise, but this is why we can't film there or here. So this is going to be our office because this is obviously a formal living room, but I don't know about you, but I don't do any formal living. I only do casual living. So this is a much better office space for us, so the dogs can have a fireplace.
Oh, you graduated. Congrats.
I don't know about you, but I only bought a house and then think about everything for my dogs. I am a true millennial. And here we will keep a formal dining room. For Christmas or Thanksgiving. That's about it. Probably one of the nicest things about buying a house is that has a built-in, or you have the ability to make a built-in. Oh my God. This is the the bougiest thing I've done ever seen in my whole life. It is the closet for your wine.
What have we been using it as though?
If the dogs are like out and someone comes in, you need them to like be gone for a second, we put them in there real quick, not for very long, for a second, you know. We put them in there and they're just like, fam, why you let me in here? And then the kitchen. This is like, Julian, look at J&J's kitchen.
J&J's kitchen, y'all.
Julian already promised me that you're not going to Aries tornado over the whole kitchen.
I won't Aries tornado tonight.
No tornado.
Oh, in general?
Please.
I won't.
For the love of God.
Can I have my hand back?
Promise me. I mean, someday maybe I'll give you like a more in-depth tour if you want it, but like for now, this is what we're doing. And this right here is the only thing that was on my like list. They're like, what are you looking for in a house? And I was like, a pantry. I just want a pantry. This is what you save your money for. It's a pantry. So we have like one cabinet and a Lazy Susan right now that has food in it, but we'll finally have a place to put like, I don't know, we're vegans. We have lots of like nuts and like granola and stuff that is in jars that just like needs a spot. So this is going to be the dog feeding area. We learned quickly last night that Marbles refuses to eat off a paper plate because it's too scary. So we have to get him a little feeding thing. Now we're in the living room. That's it, tour's over. This is the only room that's like finished. This is our gaming setup. Because like I said in the old house, Julian didn't have a gaming desk. We just had the podcast table and we would podcast from there and then move the monitors and then we would game there at night, and mine would be like real close off to the side, so it was just like, it was a lot in a small space. So now we have like a proper sort of gaming setup so we can come and game and stream and have a good time. This is the first room we finished.
Prioritizing.
Yeah, we real good prioritizing. So this is my favorite place ever because we have a backyard and a pool. I don't know, there's not much to say. When I come out here, I just want to cry. So it's like the best thing in the whole world. And everything's all fenced in, so dogs can't get out. It's not like right up against the street where dogs walk by, so they can't just sit there and bark at them all the time. We haven't used the pool yet because we need someone to come and show us how to use it. Because I am that person that if I flip a switch, I will break the whole pool.
Guy comes to show how to use the pool, gets in his swim trunks, jumps in. This is how you use it.
I'll take you upstairs. They're cleaning it up there. I'm sorry for the noise.
Oh!
The guest room, which is doubling as our Christmas storage. Yes, we did take our Christmas tree down finally, but we were kind of waiting, like, if we move, we'll just take it down then. So they're cleaning right now, but over there is where we're going to have all of our gym equipment and the podcast room, which is on a separate room. So we have this rug here is going in there. It's the second one we got. The first one was way too big. But this is the master. We have a fireplace in the master. Like, right now we're in my closet. No.
Oh, I remember that shirt.
Like, if I was a fancy person, like when I saw this, I was like, this is so fancy. But like, look what I've put in this beautiful cabinet. You know, like a fancy lady of sophistication might have like beautiful stuff in there. No, there's a stuffed animal backpack and a hat that says sexy from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, along with tiny, small stuffed animals from
I like how that shirt gets its own entire rack.
I mean, it's going to stay
That's
like
how
that.
it should stay, for
well,
sure.
Well, here's how I figured this, okay? This is the casual side of the closet, and then this is the dressy side of the closet. Look at all of my jewelry.
Whoa, you got a jewelry thing.
Yeah, but like...
You got two things.
As you can tell, I'm a lady of sophistication. We had already put an offer on the house. They had accepted the offer. So, like, we hadn't closed yet, but, like, we were here doing stuff. And there's these iPads, like, we still have to figure out how to do all this. Like, a lot of it needs to get set up, like, we can't do it. But I was like, gee, I wonder if there's any pictures on here. So I went to the photos, didn't see anything, so I was like, ooh, I should take a picture. And like, we hadn't closed yet. Like, it's not officially our house. But I was like, I'm just gonna take a picture. 911, yes, hello. I mean, it was April 9th I took that picture. I'm gonna keep that, hopefully, forever. This is Julian's closet.
Those are all my geese.
So this was when the house was staged. It's really nice furniture in here. It was staged, but this was the only thing that I was like, we have to have that. Like, it's part of the bathroom. Can't not have it. It's so great. Look at
Good mirror.
all the times when you're naked and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to see myself. Now you just have to. Separate. We're gonna have a spot to do my makeup. It's gonna be so amazing. But yeah, that's basically our house.
Nice tour. No,
I
it's
mean,
awesome.
we'll show you more in the future as we get stuff, but
We'll show you the dungeon next time.
what the fuck, dude?
What? So was I not supposed to tell about the dungeon? It's our home.
I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I'm terrified. Sorry, we haven't moved in yet. Can't do like a beautiful house tour. I hope I'm essentially like taking a week off right now, so I hope you're okay with that because we still have a lot of stuff to do and move. We feel very fortunate. Thank you for supporting us. It finally feels like all of my saving has paid off. It's our house, so hope you like it. And if you hate it, that's fine too. I mean, you don't have to
You don't live here.
Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday/Thursday. I apologize that this isn't like a regular video. This is real life. Every once in a while, you gotta move because you bought a house, and it's really exciting.
Congrats.
You congrats.
You congrats.
You congrats.
See you guys next week for Julian's Dungeon Hour.
No. Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. What?